Okay, let's talk about what happened yesterday in London, Bristol, Manchester. We had a number of largely peaceful marches by the hard left who took over the streets, caused trouble, and in the name of being against a bill that's been published in Parliament. Now, this crime and policing bill, some of you know my view on this. When it comes to the crime aspects of it, the higher punishment for higher crimes, and absolutely I agree. There is the anti-protest part of this bill that I don't like, and you just use democracy. You lobby your MPs, and a lot of MPs are now against it. You go in there in Parliament and you amend the bill. But some people have just gone completely out of control. The hard left have taken over. Yesterday we had police officers being targeted, and again, I'm not even defending some of the actions that the police have shown us recently. I'm not a big fan of some of the decisions that comes from the Met especially, but it is what it is, because yesterday these guys completely took over. I don't know why there's a flag of Palestine in the middle of a largely peaceful march that's supposed to be about a domestic bill in the UK. We know why. I'm going to talk about the reason behind this actual march, because it wasn't really about the bill. And we're going to talk about those who took advantage of it, including our favorite communist, Jeremy Corbyn. This is absolutely out of control. Jeremy Corbyn, as an MP, alongside his other friends, who are also MPs in the Labour Party, attended this march, standing next to signs that were very insulting to the country and obviously targeting the police individually, and saying that, no, we will always defend the right to demonstrate. Oh, of course. Who doesn't? I mean, obviously normal people do. And he's saying that together we will stop Boris Johnson's protest ban. You're an MP. Do you have power to do this? Protests and marches are for people, ordinary people out there, who don't have that power and influence when it comes to the establishment. Then, yeah, they have to go out there and show their voice. Jeremy Corbyn and other Labour MPs, you don't need to march. We know what your views are. Just go in there and vote against it or amend it. This is all about communists hijacking any cause that they can see. This is what Jeremy Corbyn said. Also, I'm going to show you our favorite hard left activist who had no idea exactly what was happening. But first, let's go to Jeremy Corbyn.
Democracy and democratic rights were never handed down from above. The rich, the powerful, the big businesses, the big corporations never demanded freedom of speech, never demanded freedom of organising, never demanded rights for trade unionists. All they demanded was power and privilege and preservation of power.
Why is he talking about corporations? I'm very confused. Again, I thought this march was about the crime and policing bill. I thought his problem was what Priti Patel is going to do when it comes to largely peaceful protests. Why is he talking about communism again? Again, as I showed you, the flag of Palestine, for example, or the other lots coming out, the BLM and Extinction Rebellion, every cause that you could find from the left, they came and hijacked. It is absolutely hilarious what happened. But of course, there is the dark side to it. We had police officers being targeted, not just police officers. We had ordinary people being targeted who were just walking around because they think, these kids, these middle-class, spoiled kids in the UK, think that they're not as hard as the guys in Portland and Seattle and all the places in America who've been completely occupied by the hard left. You're not the same. Even those guys are not really that hardcore, apart from some of the really, really crazy ones. But this is the problem that we have. This guy, his name is Charlie. The reason I know the name is because during this interview, he said his name, I think 52 times, that his name is Charlie. Let's go and analyze, because apparently he represents the people of Bristol.
My name is Charlie. I've had many of friends to these protests last week, 10 days, and many of them have been brutally,
Come on, I believe in you, Charlie. Come on, you can do it. You can brutally, something brutally for the past 7 days, apparently. Okay, I don't know what was happening, but brutally hungover?
Just really bad. They've had violence against the police, coming up to them with shields against a line of peaceful protesters, and they've bashed against them. And
we can see the evidence, right? right behind him. Yeah, the police are really targeting these hard left, like, peaceful marchers, because you can see behind him, his friends are being brutally something. They're dancing around. The police aren't doing anything. I'm not really sure what he's talking about, because we know how the police are acting when it comes to you guys. They don't do much because they're scared of the PR that they're going to get in the media, all the bad press that they get if they accidentally harm one of you spoiled middle class kids. But you're brutally being targeted.
Charlie, I represent all of Bristol. My name is Charlie. I represent.
I just had to go back because his name is Charlie. If you didn't know, his name is Charlie. He represents all of Bristol.
All of Bristol, young people, students, adults, they have all been, victim of these kind of crimes from the police. It's really bad. And like, witness Ella, is a friend of mine, and witness the kind of the crowds that has attracted.
Okay, one, witness the evidence. They're being targeted, these innocent. And then said they've been, what was it? Tracked. You can't even say the word. And that was his friend. They're very socially distanced with face masks. So he represents everyone in Bristol: children, adults, communists, capitalists, everyone. He's doing a great job. Well done, Charlie. Well done. These guys took over the streets in Bristol. They were stopping ordinary people, the cars that were just going home, wherever they were going, shouting, "Whose streets? Our streets." Apparently they bought the streets. They were stopping the cars and not allowing them to just live their normal lives. Wow. Okay, so this is the problem I have. As I said, the issue with this bill is primarily the fact that they've got some good parts, as I said, tougher punishments for higher crimes, fine. Then you have the idiotic anti-protest parts of it, and that should be completely opposed. So either amend the bill and pass it, or get rid of that part. Vote down the bill. MPs, Jeremy Corbyn, you and your friends, you have the power to do it. And also tell all these kids with the Palestinian flags and the avocados and strawberries, stop it, go home, go play Xbox, Minecraft, do whatever you want to do, just stop it, because this is not your platform to hijack. This is a serious and civilized debate about the legislation that's going to go through Parliament. In a democracy, you debate. You don't stop cars, and you don't. I don't know what Charlie was doing, but apparently he was the messiah of Bristol. Absolutely brilliant, but crazy. So this is the situation that we have, and I just want to talk about these people because there is an issue with a lot of the younger generation who are being brainwashed by the hard left, more older activists like Jeremy Corbyn, by their teachers and everybody in their community who have an agenda. And these people have an agenda. They want to take the reason they hijack any cause that they can see is that, as I said previously on this channel, they believe in bringing down Western civilization, everything that we believe in order to start from scratch. A great reset, you might say. That's the best way that they can rebuild their utopia or dystopia, in my opinion. But we are here to make sure that they are exposed, because the mainstream media last night, they were just talking about the gossip parts of what was happening, not really digging deep into why this was happening and why there was a Palestinian flag, for example, in the middle of Parliament Square. But it is the situation that we have to deal with every day for a while as these guys keep coming out. But yeah, I'm going to keep you guys posted at 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to have another live show if you're watching this, as I've uploaded. Otherwise, you probably missed the live stream. So we're going to have 8 p.m. live streams almost every night now. Don't forget, you have 8 days left to get your I Believe in Britain merchandise using our special discount code THANKYOU15 to get 15% off of all our merchandise. You've got 8 days left until pubs reopen, and also get your merchandise as well. Also, yesterday I did this video about the left being triggered by Easter. So happy Easter Sunday, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video.